Ferrari, generally speaking, are a manufacturer that is difficult at best to deal with. They seem to have this unbelievable power to get what they want, whether it's allegedly please don't kill me Ferrari, I love you, I'm a Leclerc fan, forcing motoring journalists to speak positively about their cars and rigging road tests, taking years to hand over their license for video games, making people earn the right to own certain cars, and so on. However, Ferrari hold almost insurmountable power against the FIA. Ferrari is as much Formula 1 as Formula 1 is Formula 1. Ferrari are one of the only teams that have been there since the start and have become so synonymous with the sport that to lose them would be near tragic. They can use this same power to bend the sport in their favour, and one such occasion was the late 80s. In 1985, Formula 1 proposed new regulations which would see the use of only V8 engines, and as Ferrari has become known for doing, they had a hissy fit. Enzo Ferrari threatened to quit Formula 1 in favour of racing in kart, which was Indycar at the time. Ferrari approached Goodyear, who recommended that they do their research and development in partnership with True Sports and potentially race with them. Jim Truman and Bobby Rahal crossed the pond to Italy and did a demo run on the Fiorano test track with their March 85C. Michele Alboreto also had a go. Ferrari apparently liked what they saw, and they began taking the car apart and exploring the ins and outs of the thing. And so, the 637 was born. Ferrari unveiled their new Indy racer in 1986 to the press. Enzo Ferrari insisted that it was his desire to win the Indianapolis 500. Ironically, to avoid making a V8-powered car in Formula 1, Ferrari built a V8-powered car to race in IndyCar. It was designed by Austrian F1 designer Gustav Brunner and tested by Michele Alboreto. The car was set to be raced with True Sport in the 1987 kart season, as they just won both the Indianapolis 500 and the kart championship with Bobby Rahal. Rumours were circulating throughout the Formula 1 paddock. The news that Ferrari could be leaving Formula 1 had the FIA, then FISA, incredibly worried. Enzo Ferrari released a statement saying that if Ferrari didn't agree with the regulations, they'd leave, and the company even released pictures of a completed engine for IndyCar in November of 1986. It was around this time that Formula 1 finally caved and allowed the use of V12s. Project 637 was cancelled. While the goal of the 637 had been achieved, being of course a bargaining tool, a lot of time, money and effort had gone into its creation. It could not have all been for nothing. Its engine was passed to Alfa Romeo, who wanted to increase their market share in the United States. Alfa Romeo used this engine to then develop their own IndyCar race engine, and the 637 chassis was occasionally used as a testbed. Alfa Romeo's IndyCar results were never particularly impressive, and the race engines were only used between 1989 and 1991. They were only ever used by Alex Morales Motorsports and Patrick Racing, with a best championship result of 11th for Danny Sullivan in 1991. The biggest loser in the whole situation was True Sports, who copped a massive financial blow. Despite being quite a successful team, it was finally absorbed in 1993 by Rahal Hogan Racing Team, now Rahal Letterman Lanigan. Since then, the closest Ferrari has ever come to racing an IndyCar was Scuderia Corsa in 2018 and 2019. So, to sum up, the 637 is proof that Ferrari can and will use their immense history against anyone and everyone. Not that I'm complaining. F1 without Ferrari would kind of suck. I even professed my undying love for the Scuderia in my Lewis Hamilton to Formula E video. So that's gonna do it from me. How do you think Ferrari would have done in IndyCar? Do you think they actually would have left F1? Do you have any other thoughts and feelings you'd like to express? Do you have a video idea for me? Comment below. I do actually read all the comments, so if you say something, I will at least see it. So like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.